$50.
Listen.
Since almost 3 months, 4 months now, she kept giving. Yesterday, I sent her a message and I thank her for her consistency.
Or the easy.
That's good.
It is done.
It's not easy now.
I started using.
That's good.
It is done. All this nobody is paying, nobody is paying. It's because the admins are not making efforts.
No, madam. Nobody is paying. It's because the people, they've moved on. Not the admin making effort. You must not force people to part ways with their money, madam. Those people you are forcing, now them they give us the money because they see where the real government they. Don't force them, don't cajole them, don't persuade them, don't sway their mind. That's unfair. Leave them alone. Let them make that decision by themselves. Don't force them. Don't force them, madam. Eh? This way they force them. No, that's not how it's done. You use 419, bring an audio of the so-called Butuzo. Because I know that's not the real one. And you cajole 7 people to give you some money. Hey, madam, you are being used though. You are being used. Let's continue.
You must make efforts. Get people to pay. It's your responsibility.
Hey!
I'll be calling 7 names that gave money just by hearing what I said that our General Butuzo told us yesterday.
Hold on there. You see, they gave the money based on General Butuzo. That's what she's saying now. Based on what they heard, the so-called General Butuzo said, they now give the money. Not based on Oge Nkere all this while. Can you see what these people are doing? That's why our media men has to be careful. We must remain focused and resolute. Because that in-house fighting, I was not happy about it. For the past 2 weeks, there was some squabbles, some in-house fighting. We lost our discipline. Very, very sad. Some of us thought we were now as big as God. We were demigods. Very big mistake. Media got into your head. You allowed the media, the accolades to get into your head. God have mercy. When I take them easy, it's not easy. Because my fellow Biafrans in the media, in the government or as, independent, people doing your own stuff, please. Now beg at the beguna. Make una remain focused. Yes, the accolade will come. People will respect you. So people will love you. People will praise your name. But don't allow it to get to your head. That does not mean that you are now bigger than the government. That does not mean that you will control the government. That does not mean that whatever you say, the government will obey. Because I beg, that mistake when we make 2-3 weeks ago, make it not happen again. Because I'm begging you all, remain focused. If you are doing your, njakre, all those things, do them against the opposition as I'm doing now, laugh video. That's how it's done. Because do not do it amongst your own self. It's not good. Let's continue.
Hope we are renewed. May our hope be renewed in Chukwokika. After all said and done, 2 people were eating. One was educated, the other one was not educated. The educated one started praying in English. The one that is not educated told him, after all your subri, the meat in this pot is 2. You go collect and 1. I don't know what to say.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
So are you going to give me the meat now? Are you going to give me the meat now?
Canada is now coming to tell you what they have in stock for today. Because everything I said is super.
Hold on there. At this point, my people, I want to take you to the brainchild of Oge Nkere. The man, when they put the memory for the brain of Oge Nkere. The man, when they try to teach Oge Nkere how to talk. Because Oge Nkere, every time when they talk, he go talk, say, we thank God for Ojukwu. We thank God for Philip F. Young. We thank God for Raf Wazirike. We thank God for we thank God for Nnamdi Kanu. We thank God for Simon Ekpa. God, this people are very, very funny. The brainchild, when they give Oge Nkere the message to talk, how to talk, when to talk, how fast to talk, the vocabulary to use, to, to remove, because too much of space there for in words, to fasten them up. God have mercy. That person, now this man you are seeing here, Sonia Akparawa. Very, very sad, because this guy was the right-hand man of Simon Ekpa. I thought he was holier than thou until I saw that private meeting that took place. And me being a critical thinker, a critical analyst, when I heard him ask Simon Ekpa, say, in your absence, who will be number 2? God. I said, what is this guy up to? In your absence, who will be number 2? My people, that's it now. That's all you need to know. Them no say something is coming. So they are asking him, because they don't say something they come. Say, in your absence, so now who will be number 2? You see, Simon can say, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. He can say, no, I mean for everything, everything. Are you saying, okay, now we know that if you are not here, Dr. Ngozi, this guy is the brainchild. That same question was asked by whom? Dr. Damages. In the program of Dr. Damages, that Fulani man that calls himself a one Nigerian lover. I don't see him as a Biafran, because he's got the prototype of a Fulani person. In the guy they saw badly. I've lost all respect for that man they call Dr. Damages. All respect. Should bury it. He said it's a shame. When he asked Simon Ekpa, in your absence, who becomes the leader? A straight question to Simon Ekpa. I knew something was up. It means while they were in that zoo called Nigeria, plotting and planning, they saw the timetable of the redeclaration in Finland. They say, okay, Finland, though, we need to please hold Simon Ekpa somewhere. Finland say, okay, I can only do one thing for you guys. I can keep him somewhere, but we cannot cancel the program. It's against the law of Finland to do such. Without any probable cause, we cannot do it. We cannot cancel the program, but we shall hold Simon Ekpa somewhere. That is the highest we can do for you guys. Simon Ekpa will not be around. That's the highest we can do. So it's up to you to come up with your next plan, but we can keep him somewhere in custody, but the program must continue. When they said that, the zoo government, Bianca Ojukwu, and the rest of them, they now came with their plan B. Say, okay, if they will hold him somewhere, they've agreed, at least, that's a small win for us. They have agreed to hold him somewhere. But the problem now will now be, who will now be the second in command to take after Simon Ekpa? Who will now lead in the program? You see, that was now the problem they were having. They were now in a conundrum. They were thinking, say, hey, okay, Finland will hold him somewhere. But if they hold him somewhere, who will now be the person to now head the program? That was why Dr. Damages quickly called Simon Ekpa for that interview. And if you notice, one of the questions is, in your absence, Simon Ekpa, who is your deputy? You don't have a deputy prime minister. So if you're not around, who will take after you? My people, hear that language. If you're not around, who will take after you? Do you now get it? Simon was being, a bit crafty and pragmatic by not giving him a clear answer. Not knowing, say, in a private meeting, this brainchild, Akparawa, also asked the same thing. That tells you they knew something was to happen and they were trying to determine the outcome of what will happen. So we thank God, say Simon Ekpa did not have a deputy prime minister during that time. Because if now Oge Nkere being deputy prime minister, it means by now Biafra is gone and dead. Because he'll now be the one to be running the affairs and nobody will go against him. Because he is the deputy prime minister in the hierarchy of Simon Ekpa. But we thank God, since Simon Ekpa did not create that office open, that deputy position was shut down. It was under lock and keys. The only office next to deputy prime minister was the chief of staff, because now she they're responsible for all the whole staff. Now she they manage the affairs of all the staff, all the ministers, and the rest of them. So they wanted clarity. They want a clear and precise information from Simon Ekpa. Say, in your absence, now who go run things? Simon Conte say, okay. In my absence, for all the programs, Dr. Ngozi will be the one to run the affairs of all the programs. That was why they wanted some more information. They could not have it. But in the convention, they already came to plan. This woman just told you, that woman told you how they sat on the front seat. They came with a plan. There was a war going on against Dr. Ngozi Orabueze in that convention. Which was why Oge Nkere did everything he could to be the one to take after Simon Ekpa. That question, they couldn't get the answer. Oge Nkere did everything. The conflict resolution group, when they call them, the CRC, the council, the conflict resolution council that was cancelled, disbanded. A defunct organization. They said it has been suspended until the return of Simon Ekpa. That order was given. They voted 20-9. Oh my God. Sometimes it is good to have those information of the private meetings. Very, very important. They voted to suspend CRC and the vote was 20 yea, 9 nay. And officially, it became law that CRC will be suspended until the return of Simon Ekpa. But suddenly, an ordinary minister of finance that have already lost his portfolio, his office, his position, he has lost it. He now went to resurrect the CRC. And they claimed they did an election and they made him prime minister. That's Nigeria 2.0 for you. Nigeria 2.0 for you. And that's not what we want in Biafra land. Where one man will do this kind of thing. We don't want that in Biafra land. Because guess what? IPOB tried to do it. He did not succeed. Abacha did it a bit and tried to complete it. He couldn't do it. But Oge Nkere was doing it and succeeded. Almost succeeded in doing it in Biafra land. So that kind of attitude, that kind of government is something we don't want in Biafra land. Let them go. Let them do what they are doing. But me and my people, me and the 80 million Biafrans, we know what is right, what is just, and we shall keep on following the right way. Hence, we pitched our tent with Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Before I wrap this one up, make we hear the brainchild of Oge Nkere, the puppet master of Oge Nkere, the one when they pull the strings for Oge Nkere, the one when they give him those templates, those speech when him they read, the one when they write them down for Oge Nkere. That man, now Sonia Ekpa. He is the brainchild. He is the masterminder. Oh my God. Make we hear what he talk. For this, their fundraising when they very, very dry. It is dry like Okochi, Hamatan. People were not donating money and they were confused. They were speaking to themselves. But make we put our eye on this boy they call Sonia Ekpa. Because he is the problem. He is the brain behind everything. Last time we heard he was once a military man. Now you understand. He is the brain behind everything. Fellow Biafrans, if you are ready, make we hear him small. But when you hear him, hear the psychology he's using, they will call it up. Listen.
2023 elections, people now see that there is no way again for you in Nigeria. All of you come to join. That is why you don't know much. So you don't. When you see someone come out and carry Prime Minister's picture and put and say he recommended Islamic bank account, you go and start clapping for the person.
Listen.
So whoever knows Marvelous Arinze should warn him that you were called upon to work.
So I'm hearing the progressive student.
That you were called upon.
Listen.
To work in early 2024 in VOB channels does not mean you have the right to come and destroy that small privilege that was given to you. That is why going forward, before you are allowed to do anything, there are bylaws in this very government. Because Prime Minister wanted to embrace everybody as they came back. I remember one question somebody asked. Who asked the question? Is somebody from IPOB Nigeria. He said, Prime Minister, are you afraid of embracing the obedient back after the 2023 elections, knowing that they are just wandering like wandering lions who don't know where to go? Are you afraid of their destructive nature that they will come to destroy what you have built so far? That one said, no. Whoever is ready to come back can come and join us.
Okay.
Little did we know that they had their plans. So seeing them today, all the obedient that were embraced back, they are the ones supporting the enemies of Biafra to destroy everything that Prime Minister built. But I thank God for men of good wishes that are standing their ground. So whoever knows Marvelous, send the message to him.
Hold on there. Do you see how he's speaking presidential? He is now saying that we, when they support Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, now we be the Peter Obi supporters. Now we used to ask Simon Ekpa, oh, can you accept us back? And now we are now doing what we are doing. We are now supporting Dr. Ngozi Orabueze to destroy the work of Simon Ekpa. Can you hear his brain? He is the brainchild. He is the commander of that their government. The Oge Nkere government. This guy, when I say so, Naim be the commander. He is the head of state of the government of Oge Nkere. I'm telling you, he's the brainchild. He is the brainchild.
I'm hearing you.
Oh yeah,
I'm saying that all those people that are following them, all those Biafrans that are following them, if they don't realize what is going on now, that means they are under spell. That means Ngozi Orabueze gave them those perfume. That means they are using one or two things that come from Ngozi Orabueze. That means she have manipulated them, even with their own brain. Because okay, let us assume that all these voices you are hearing, even the one that commander spoke in your platform, okay, let us assume that they don't believe it. Who doesn't know Gentle? Who doesn't know Gentle? And Gentle has come out to speak, to warn her, to say so many things. What are they still waiting for? Why do they still believe in that woman?
Shut up, dear. Gentle is just a soldier in the field. A runaway soldier in the field. Lazy soldier, show your stamina, water don't pass, carry you. Sometimes that trauma now, you there for field, they are the zoo, they are dropping bombs. And he turned around. He has lost his mind to be attacking the government that is funding you. The granite way they use, now the government they buy them, supply them for you. The flashlight way they use, now government they buy them for you. The food whether they chop. The other day we saw him, he was chopping, chicken, turkey or that chicken, I don't know. They tear the lap of the chicken. Now government they feed you now. Your uniform, now we they pay you every month. Allowance will they give you. So for you to speak against the government, just one soldier or one general to speak that way, it is called insubordination. Sabotage. He's a saboteur for doing that. The moment you speak against your government as a military man, it is that one this capital punishment. You have gone against the state. Capital punishment. Continue.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
So anybody or people that are following them, they are all blind.
Hey.
She has manipulated them with one power or one power or one perfume. As she is sending perfume, maybe she has sent many perfume or bossard or singlet or inner wear to them that make them to follow her blindly.
See your psychology. Say she sent by perfume. How many perfumes she won't buy now when she could send around the whole world? Eh? How many perfumes she won't buy? You guys. Nah, wow. Hey. Education is key. Education. See the way he's talking here. Talking like a baby. Perfume. Eh? A gossip has now become law. I better continue. Let me wrap this one up.
Believe you me, this is what is happening to them. They are no more longer with their own clear eyes. You know, this person will speak, they will come and debunk it with lies. Okay, data has come out. Data has come out. You people know.
See, if Mama don't tire herself. Mama not put on for head. Say, nah, don't tire for your talk. Bam. Pastor Vam. Aye, that name is situate well. That's life.
The government of Nigeria, no. All people that Biafra status, no gentle.
Yes, no.
Okay, he has spoken. He has one Ngozi Orabueze.
Who is he?
Now,
who is he?
People are still following her.
Who is he?
That means you are not with your senses.
Who is he?
You are not with your senses. None of them they are not with their senses anymore.
Yes.
Remigius, that is saying that all through this Kenga, blah blah. You will now hear it now from the mouth of
Gentle now. Hold on there.
Gentle. So what do you have to say now? That Gentle came out, Gentle that you know his face. That Gentle came out now to speak against your madam, to say the truth. So what do you have to say? So if you keep on following that woman, that means your sense has gone. You don't have any
our sense
don't
go. As they pay you, they sweet us. As they pay you now, they sweet us. As they sweet us, they pay you now. Mama, don't tire. Let's leave it here. These people are not ready. This is just a nutshell of what the other camp, those individuals, as our deputy PM, they call them. So this program is just to make you all laugh and to make our deputy prime minister to laugh. You know, on her birthday, make she laugh. See the way those people, those scallywags, those miscreants, see the way they did their own stuff. They are not ready. So my deputy PM, we say happy birthday to you again. We love you. We are happy that this day is a day the Lord has made. As they say in America, they say happy born day, the day you were born. Happy born day. That's how we say it. Kudos to you, madam. You are doing a great job. We love you. We appreciate you. And for Simon Nepa, we say airborne, 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 I love you. Bye-bye.
Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake, Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say with every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why